garlic shrimp dish and take it a little step further, using a restaurant trick that you might not know at home. We're going to make a sauce using the shells, and we're going to end up with a really vibrant and punchy little sauce to pour over those shrimp. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you today is how to peel these little shrimp. What you want to do is you can just find a piece like that and pull it off. It's quite a slow process, but it's a very good thing to do yourself. So what you want to do is basically run your knife just ever so slightly down the back of that prawn. What you have is a little, believe it or not, a little intestine. And if you just pull that out with your fingers, that's not going to do the end of the world if you eat that, but it really is much nicer if you get that out. Now what I'm doing is each time I peel a prawn, we're keeping the shells. The shells is going to form the base of our sauce, and that really is very important. So what I have here is my nice flame. We want to get some nice heat into this first step of the process, so it's pretty important that the pan is quite warm. I'm going to use a nice little bit of olive oil. Use a good quality olive oil, a slightly lighter one than usual because we're cooking. Now what I'm going to put into the pan is the nice prawn shells that we kept to one side. This is basically a process of making a very quick little stock. The whole cooking process is only going to take 2 to 3 minutes, but you can already get those great flavours coming off those shells. So just keep them moving at all times, and I can see a lot of the juices coming out of them already. The real body of the sauce is going to come from these prawn shells. That's where you're going to get all that intense prawn flavour that we're just going to drizzle over the top of the prawns at the end. All those lovely juices have come out off the prawns, and what we're going to do is we're going to, over here, I have a nice sieve on top of the pan, and we're going to get those prawns in there and capture all those wonderful juices. I'll just use my spoon and push all that incredible flavour down into the pot. So if I have a little look in there, I have base to my prawn sauce. So I'm just chopping up some garlic here, and run your knife through it until it's nice and fine. And at the same time, I have my pan heating up over here. So you can see that we've got a very full flame here, a regular frying pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to get our garlic and chilli working in there, so that happens really quickly. That process will take all of 40 seconds. Quite a generous 6 teaspoons of olive oil. So as soon as that starts heating up, we'll go in with the garlic, and you can hear that wonderful sizzle. I'm also adding at the same time some chilies. I'm using peperoncino, which is an Italian type of dried chili. You could also very easily chop up some fresh little bird's eye chilies, but the peperoncino gives it a nice little kick. And what's crucial here is the temperature that it goes in at. You can see that that's browning up. As soon as that garlic starts just turning brown, we're going to take it off the heat, because there's going to be enough heat in that pan left to just make it that nice crispy texture that we're looking for. And that's it, perfect, we'll take it off. Now what we want to do, using a spoon with some holes in it, we'll very quickly transfer that onto some nice paper to dry it off. So what we've got is that lovely oil. We've kept it, we've got the chili and the garlic on our plate drying off, and we're going to use that oil to start cooking our prawns, and they're going to absorb all that lovely chili and garlic flavour. So they go straight in, and we get that lovely sizzle going, and just spread them around evenly so they all have a little piece of the prawn. So I'm just going to give those a little sprinkling of salt. Then you just want to cook them until they've lost that transparency on the outside, and they'll be lovely and pink. So you can see those coming along now. Turn them all over. We'll give it 30 seconds on that side, a little shake of the pan, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, those are ready to come off. So I'm just cooking my shrimp into a nice little bowl where they'll stay nice and warm until I'm ready to dress the plate. Now if you look in the bottom of that pan, you'll see that I have that incredible cooking oil that is going to be full of flavour. We're going to combine that now with our lovely shrimp head oil that we had earlier, and that'll form a great, great sauce. So I have the beautiful prawn juice that I saved from earlier on that I got from those fantastic shells, and I'm just going to pour that into my big bowl. And now slowly I'm going to add in that wonderful garlic and chili oil, making our lovely little sauce. I have our prawns that have still got enough heat in them. And now, marriage made in heaven as far as I'm concerned is a little bit of the fresh parsley in on top of those prawns. And to dress that dish, I'm going to put it on a plate with my lovely crispy garlic and chili over the top. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely delicious? Look.